teacher from August 2014 to May of 2016. The district could not say if the victims were students or why Hegeman stopped teaching.
It is case closed for a 2-year-long drug and gun bust called Operation Brass Catcher. Starting in 2017, the feds, with help from Omaha police, arrested, prosecuted, and sentenced 22 people who authorities called dangerous individuals. They also seized more than $10,000 in cash.
People suffering from certain types of autism in Iowa will soon have another treatment option: medical cannabis. Today, the Iowa Board of Medicine approved an amendment that will allow for CBD usage. We spoke with the mom who filed the petition for autism to be added.
I would do anything for my kids, and I'm hoping to bring this to Iowa, not only for Aubrey, but for many families, but for us. It's more of a matter of, if we can't get it to pass, we're going to have to uproot Aubrey from her village that we've built and move to a state that we can maybe have this option for her.
The board also approved a change that would add inhaled forms of medical cannabis to the list of ways you can use it in Iowa.
Let's go to the weather now. It was a gorgeous mid-December Friday. So, will the mild weather last through the weekend? Meteorologist Sean Everson is here with the answer to that question. Hi, Sean.
Hey, David, Alexandra. Yeah, we've got temperatures into the 40s today, well above average. But tonight, still going to be dealing with some chilly temperatures across the region. Very quiet afternoon. As you said, plenty of sunshine today, but now clear skies now, as the sun has set as we look outside from TD Ameritrade headquarters. Down to 34 degrees currently in Omaha, but good news, wind is calm, so not really seeing too much of a wind chill factor. Everybody in the 30s around the metro: 38 Council Bluffs, 35 Millard, Gretna, 36 La Vista and Elkhorn. Cooler off to the east, 27 Atlantic, 25 in Carroll, a little bit more snow cover there. So 37 in Lincoln, Beatrice. But again, light winds, a chilly night ahead. Temperatures eventually dropping back down into the 20s. Alexandra?
All right, thanks, Sean. Trump, tariffs, and trade. Those were three buzzwords at a 3-day conference here in Omaha that brought thousands of farmers from across the Midwest together to talk about the future of farming.
If there is anything certain about farming, it's uncertainty.
I don't try to predict. I don't really think it's possible to predict.
Eric Falcon farms south of Lincoln and has watched the trade war with China unfold. While he won't make predictions, he does acknowledge facts.
These events are always going to be a part of markets. They're always going to.
Falcon switched to organic beans a few years ago so he could sell his crop here at home and avoid the trade war. Still, he worries about his neighbors who sell overseas.
The markets may be permanently damaged.
Farmers who lived through the embargoes of the 1980s remember.
And it took a long time for those markets to reestablish themselves and develop again.
And that rebuilding time is what worries industry experts.
There's new information almost every single day about whether there's going to be a resolution or not be a resolution. If it's prolonged, what are the structural damages to relationship?
So with no end in sight, these farmers are networking, learning to adapt, and finding new solutions.
It may put you out of your comfort zone, but honestly, farming's pretty uncomfortable right now, so no time like the present.
Most of the farmers we talked to said while they're being hurt by the trade wars, they support the idea of free trade and what President Trump is trying to do.
Nebraska did not collect as much money as it hoped to last month. The Department of Revenue says collections were lower for all 4 major tax categories. State collected $390 million. That's more than 2% lower than what it was expecting. Overall, though, tax receipts are still above projections for the current fiscal year. So far, the state's collected $1.85 billion, 2% over the forecast.
For many families in the metro, money is especially tight this time of year. That's where Project Santa comes in. It's an open-door mission program that provides Christmas gifts to families in need. And KETV News Watch 7's Erin Hassanzadeh shows us how it works.
These are stocking stuffers. And,
for many, Christmas means putting lots of gifts under the tree.
These are a hit.
But for some, it's difficult to do that.
When people come through our doors, we want to put their minds at ease that we're going to be able to empower them to make Christmas happen for their families.
It looks like Santa's stockroom, but it's the Open Door Mission's Project Santa warehouse.
Frozen has been super popular.
The shelves are stocked by the community. The shoppers just need a little extra help this season.
So this helps us out a lot. I mean, when you don't get a paycheck for a couple weeks and holidays right around the corner.
Project Santa is just an extension of our homeless prevention program to try to empower working poor families to stay in their own homes because our shelters are full.
So the section that still needs a little bit of love right now is the teenage section, especially for boys. So things like shave kits, headphones are really popular this year. Anything you can think of for a teenage boy, they still need those items. This year, instead of handing out pre-assembled bags of Christmas gifts, parents get to come shop for their child with a volunteer personal shopper.
But you get 2 puzzles here for your family.
I think that's better because you get to pick out what your kid actually might like.
The need is great this year.
The Open Door mission expects to serve close to 7,000 children this year, which is 1,600 more than last year. So if you can donate your time or your money, there are plenty of opportunities to make someone else's Christmas a little brighter. In Omaha, Erin Hassanzadeh, KETV Newswatch 7.
A great program there. Donations need to be dropped off by the 19th, but they'll take them year-round. If you have to, you do have to register to participate. All the information is on our website, or you can go to Open Door Mission's website as well. And Open Door Mission will also serve breakfast to more than 800 homeless on Christmas morning.
In Sarpy County this afternoon, a very real reminder about the dangers of drinking and driving. Hosted a lab party with volunteers who agreed to day drink to show the effects of just 1 or 2 drinks or maybe even more and what it could have on your body. The goal is to show participants and others how alcohol can impair your judgment and how little time it takes to reach the legal limit of 0.08. Well, the University of Iowa bans 4 fraternities for alcohol-related issues. Delta Chi, Sigma Nu, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, and Kappa Sigma can no longer operate as student organizations on that campus.
2 reminders now as we head into the busy holiday travel season. First, buckle up. The Nebraska Department of Transportation says 19 people died in crashes in the month of November. Of the 15 passengers killed, 14 were not wearing their seatbelt. So far this year, 215 people have died on Nebraska roads, which is slightly higher compared to last year. And if you have kids, there are 3 big changes regarding car seats and boosters. Starting January 1st, any child 2 and under must be in a rear-facing car seat.
By keeping them rear-facing as long as possible, the seat basically cradles that child and will help to prevent injuries to the neck and spine.
The other changes include requiring older kids to be in a booster until they're 8 years old, and you have to be at least 9 before you can sit in the front seat of a car.
Well, if you get your prescriptions filled at Shopko, listen up here. Hy-Vee announced today it bought 22 Shopko pharmacies in Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Wisconsin, and cities across those states. You don't need to do anything with your prescriptions, but watch for a letter from Shopko and Hy-Vee telling you where your prescriptions were transferred.
Well, if you have packages or cards to send, try to do it this weekend or be prepared to wait on Monday. The post office says December 17th is expected to be the busiest mailing day of the year. In Nebraska and Iowa alone, 1.5 million cards, letters, and packages will be processed that day. And a warning tonight about more skimmers spotted in our region. Fremont police say someone put a credit card skimmer inside a gas pump at the Quick Pick on West 23rd Street. Officers found it and removed it this afternoon. Remember, there's no foolproof way to avoid skimmers, but try to check your credit card and bank accounts daily to make sure there's no illegal activity.
The remains of another Nebraska sailor are identified. Navy storekeeper second class Gerald Clayton was 21 when he died in the attack on Pearl Harbor back in 1941. He was from Central City, Nebraska, and assigned to the USS Oklahoma. He was on board when the Japanese attacked. 429 men from that ship died, including Clayton. The Navy recovered the bodies of those sailors, but most remain unidentified until work began in 2015 to catalog the remains. Clayton was officially accounted for on September 10th.
Next, the traffic stops that had several drivers in tears.
And it's not because they did anything wrong.
Wow, what a surprise. I thought I was getting a ticket.
So, what do they get instead? Find out when KETV Newswatch 7 at 6 continues.
Husker volleyball goes for another national championship. KETV Newswatch 7's Matt Lothoff is in Minneapolis with the team bringing you live reports. More Husker volleyball coverage. KETV Newswatch 7.
Whose idea was it to kill your mother?
Mine. How can this young, sick girl be involved in her mother's death?
Is she evil, or was her mother a monster?
How did you go from this to this?
2020 tonight on ABC.
Don't worry, you didn't miss it. Our 2018 model year-end closeout sale is still going on. Come in to Sid Dillon Buick GMC Cadillac in Fremont to find your next vehicle from the largest volume GM dealer group in the state.
The end of the year at 1-800-HANSON's is all about closing out our products and keeping our crews working. So we've cut the price on installation up to 60% off. Windows, siding, and roofing. You heard right. Call today and 1-800-HANSON's will cut the price up to 60% off the installation. Plus, make no payments and pay no interest till 2020. Call now and get wireless earbuds free just for getting our price.
1-800-HANSON's. Get it done.
The rules of luxury. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't use. Use, but don't enjoy. Enjoy, but don't show it.
If you're going to follow one rule, make sure it's this one. Luxury should be lived in. During the Infiniti Winter Sales Event, lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX50 for $379 a month. Plus, get a special winter bonus at your local Infiniti retailer.
There's a new name with new games in town. Prairie Flower Casino now open with 200 Vegas-style slots. Play longer, win more. Prairie Flower Casino, located 1 mile south of Eckley Airfield on Abbott Drive and Avenue H. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
It's the H&H Chevrolet year-end closeout. Closeout pricing on Silverado, Equinox, Malibu, Cruze, and more. Closeout at H&H Chevrolet. The last of the 2018s are marked with year-end closeout pricing at hhchevy.com. Don't buy anywhere till you see our prices at hhchevy.com. If you want to pay more, that's your business. If you want to save, that's our business. 84th and L.
Welcome back. In case you missed it earlier this week, Fremont police stopped traffic in what's become a holiday tradition there.
Yeah, nobody's getting tickets in this special operation. Instead, just some holiday cheer. KETV News Watch 7's Waverly Monroe reports.
You know why I stopped you this morning?
No, I don't.
We're doing something a little different today.
Oh, holy cow. Can I hug you?
Sure. Hope this helps in some way.
Fremont police officers pull over vehicles that look like they need a little extra spirit during the season of giving.
It's incredible.
Does it make your holiday a little better?
It does. That's very nice.
Good.
A surprise drivers are happy to get.
We have 50 cards we're going to give out.
This is much better than a ticket.
From a secret Santa, even the Fremont Police Department can't track down.
I have no idea who it is.
An anonymous donor gave the department $5,000 to spread holiday cheer.
We make the stop, and instead of giving a citation, we end up giving them a Christmas card with a $100 bill in it.
It's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so generous.
For 5 years, the donation has strengthened the connection between police and the community.
The police department gets to reap the benefits of this, but the real hero is the anonymous donor.
This is incredible, yeah. Yeah, because shopping on a budget is really, really hard. We've got a one-income household.
Turning these traffic stop cops into holiday heroes. Reporting in Fremont, Waverly Monroe, KETV Newswatch 7.
Whoever that secret Santa is that gives them the money to do that is an awesome person.
So
It becomes
generous.
such a great tradition there.
Yeah, I love to see the looks on people's faces when they find out it's not a ticket.
You think you're going to get pulled over, but here's $100.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, still some holiday cheer downtown. You see the holiday lights. A little cool now here as the sun has set. Temperatures in the 30s. 34 in Omaha right now, but here's the good news. The wind is calm, so that makes it a little bit more tolerable if you're heading outside. Here this evening, 20s already off to the east, 27 in Carroll, Atlantic, Red Oak, 37, Lincoln, Beatrice, Yorksville, 41 in Columbus. But again, most spots, wind is calm. A few spots just have a slight breeze. but I'd still opt for the heavier jacket tonight as temperatures eventually dropping down into the upper 20s. Very quiet across Nebraska and Iowa with high pressure overhead. So clear skies, light winds, temperatures will continue to drop. Lots of rain off to our south and east. St. Louis, back towards Dallas, Atlanta, up into D.C. That's where all the rain is right now. Another front off to our north and west. This will move through this weekend, but we are going to stay dry. We just have to watch out for some patchy fog in the morning, both tomorrow and Sunday. So that could drop visibility and possibly cause some slick spots with temperatures below freezing early on. But still, plenty of sunshine both Saturday and Sunday, getting temperatures into the 40s, some spots near 50. In terms of any precipitation, rain or snow, we're fairly dry. European model has us dry through Monday, Tuesday. Most of Wednesday just brings a few sprinkles Wednesday night, but even the rest of the week into the weekend, still dry. So still a dry, mild pattern shaping up here the next several days. Storm predictor tonight, clear, quiet, but again, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, patchy, dense fog is possible, especially along the river valleys, low-lying areas. So keep that in mind if you're doing any traveling before 8 and 9 o'clock. But that burns off. We get plenty of sunshine once again. Temperatures getting back into the 40s, and again, some spots near 50 where there's no snow cover. And then we'll see a few more clouds move in as we head late in the evening. Tonight, it's chilly, 20 degrees, refreeze possible after we saw a lot of melting again today in that patchy fog late. Still some of that fog lingering on early tomorrow morning, but we get sunshine by midday, upper 30s, sunny, mild, mid 40s by the end of the afternoon. Mid-40s Sunday, Monday as well. We'll keep it going on Tuesday, possibly some upper 40s there. Still very dry, mild for the final days of fall. Winter arrives officially on Friday, so finally getting a nice stretch of fall weather before the season ends.
Just in time for winter. Okay, thanks, Sean.
Here's some more holiday cheer for you tonight.
Nebraska state troopers visited Omaha Children's Hospital and Medical Center and handed out extra special cuddly gifts to young patients there. As you can see, the teddy bears were a big hit.
Bring a little smile to your face. For many of those patients that are here as we approach the holidays, and so for some of those who have to stay here over the holiday season, this just brings a little bit of extra cheer to them.
For more than 30 years, the State Troopers Association of Nebraska has raised money to buy bears for hospitalized children across the state.
Well, it's one of the greatest comebacks in Cornhusker history.
Nebraska volleyball survives the semifinals last night. We'll have a preview of the Big Reds national championship match next.
Live from 7 Burlington Station, this is KETV News Watch 7 at 6.